Okay, welcome to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. If you're on Instagram, which it is not, it says go live, but it can't find a connection. Checking the connection. Alright, well, it's probably not going to work. Okay, so if you're on Kung Fu Havoc number 2, yeah, Instagram's not working. But I already gave them the message. Let me, try the hands-free part and try again. Okay, so if you're on Instagram and if you're on Kung Fu Havoc number 2, here we go. My name is James Williams Jr. I'm going to do a demonstration of the pole fighting technique. And I've already done this before, so I'm going to do it again. Probably going to make 2 more videos, probably put it in the X-ray version for the freaking YouTube channel so you guys can check it out. So for this pole will be the one I'm going to use because due to the fact that the Instagram phone is aimed directly at this, while the YouTube phone has this and this. It's not a phone, it's actually a computer. You guys know the damn drill. Anyway, so I'm going to do a demonstration and I'm going to tell you guys a little bit of a story about how this style came to be. However, let me full disclose that this style was mostly utilized in the movie Gymkata with Kurt Thomas, an Olympic gold champion. But we're not doing that. I'm just going to use the technique of the pole. Again, I don't have a person to help me demonstrate how it's supposed to work against an actual living being. You can actually use this in the street also. If you're a weak fighter, this is for you. If you're a strong fighter, this is also for you. So be ready. The Instagram thing is probably going to stop as soon as my hands-free thing goes. So if you're on Instagram and you're watching this, you can go to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. It's all one word, all lowercase letters, all spelled the same, and Havoc is with a K. So therefore, I'm going to do this demonstration now. So I've done it before, I'm going to do it again just to make sure that you guys understand the concept of what's going on. Again, the guy I was hoping that would show up, he flaked out on me, so that's pretty much not going to happen. So just watch and learn, and hopefully you can learn something from this, and hopefully you can utilize what I teach you. Okay? Now, Instagram, you're done. Because I think I'm about to... Yeah, I didn't even get started. So Instagram's done. Just go ahead and hit the next button. Okay, so for those who are still here on Kung Fu Havoc 2, you're gonna, by the time you view this, it'll probably be done. So we're gonna go to Facebook and live the shit out of it before I even get started. Might help if I learn how to spell. Okay, so I took a few seconds. I'm sorry. Alright. God damn it. This thing ain't working. It's just gonna record it. Well, Facebook is trying to go live. I hate technology. Period. Let us begin for Kung Fu Havoc number 2. So here you have, I'm about to demonstrate the pole technique. In the pole technique, as I've said like 15 minutes ago or better, depending on how long this YouTube video is, that it is for fighters who are not very strong power-wise, you know, like punching and kicking. If you don't have a lot of punching power or kicking power, then this is totally for you. Something wrong here with the damn Facebook. Connection available, so go live. The hell is the problem? Facebook, welcome. I'm having problems with technology, period. I couldn't do this in my yard because my yard does not have trees or poles that I could do. So this is the pole technique, aka the tree technique. Again, it was utilized in the movie Gymkata with Kurt Thomas. I'm going to teach you how to utilize it in real life because it's actually a real technique. It is for those who are not strong at fighting. This is your lifeline, your best friend, your shield, your weapon. In that order. Lifeline, best friend, shield, weapon. Now the reason I say that is because if you have an opponent and you're not a strong fighter, he's not punching through this metal. Unless you're going against Colossus. Alright? If you're going against Colossus or Juggernaut, this medal's just like a 10 piece of paper for him. But in the real world, not the 616, but in the real world, this is your ultimate defender. As you see, this thing is hard as hell. Okay, so if your opponent is on your right or your left, and they can't get through this tree, they can't put their hands on me. Okay, remember that. If they can't get through the tree, they can't put their hands on me. So you need to have the ability to utilize your strengths and your weaknesses. If you're not a strong fighter, if you're not a great martial artist, this is the best technique that you can ever be taught, because it teaches you how to use your weaknesses as a strength. Guy's bigger than you, and he's coming on this side. Boom! Stop here. Boom! You keep this pole between you and your opponent, because if you don't, he who hesitates meditates from the horizontal position. Hi there, Razel. Hey, girlie. You know I'm bad with names. But anyway, so there's also a pole here, which the phone can't see. So we're gonna turn the camera to give you the thin pole. Ah, well, that went straight down. Can't take that back because that's editing like a not gonna happen. Hello, Marie and Marie. All right, so we'll just set this shit right here and pray that nothing goes wrong. Let me wave to Jenny. There's a lot of girls tonight want to learn some martial arts. So this is a thinner pole, and this is a thick pole. So if your opponent is over here, you have a less chance on this thin pole than you do on the thick pole. Okay, because this is a thin pole. There's a lot that you can do. I don't recommend it because it's a thin pole. Okay, but in the event that it's the only pole you have, you still have kicks. Low, high, low, high. You know, you have punches. You have blocks. You get an opponent trapped against the wall. Break it using this, putting his elbow here and pushing back this part of his arm here. If he throws the punch, and you catch him here, when you sidestep over there, pull here. You don't have to worry about pushing, but in the event that it's like this, now you push here and you pull there. Again, the person who was helping me demonstrate, he flaked. So I have to do this the hard way. The same concept with the elbow, you do with the legs. So you put their legs against here, and you pull the calf muscle and push the knee. But that's if it's this way. Now if it's this way, you pull the calf. But 9 times out of 10, if they're throwing a kick, boom, to right here, sidestep, and slam their leg into it. Okay. That was a little brutal, and I'm sorry, but I'm not going to teach you something that you can't fucking use. Okay? As a martial artist, and a man who's only 5'3", I've had to learn a lot of tricks of the trade. Because I'm small and I don't have a lot of upper body strength, I'm not going to recommend you do this in a fight. Boom! There's a good chance that you may fuck up. Or he may sidestep and use the pole against you and fuck you up. So you don't have that. No fancy smancy stuff that you see in the movies usually doesn't work all the time. This, you can use. Boom! Boom! If they can't get around this pole, you're in a safety zone. Simple as that. But this pole is god-awful thin. Being that it's god-awful thin, it's going to be hard to utilize it. You know, you can climb it, kick the guy in the face. You can do one of these numbers. Do one of these numbers. Who's going to give you the time? No one. In a real fight, a fight's coming at you like this. So you need to be on your P's and Q's, you know. So you got 2 poles. You can do this damn thing, and if I still had my leg, basically you're going up and you're gonna flip over. I'm not 25 years old anymore, so that's just not gonna happen. Totally not worth dying for. But keeping them in between this pole. Your opponent would be right here. So he's throwing a punch. You're receiving the punch. You're over here. He's throwing another punch. You're over here. Something is going on with my freaking phone. Well, my computer. That was a wave. I don't know what the hell's wrong with the computer. So anyway, you guys are going to see the entire video or the line of videos on YouTube. So when you're throwing the punch here, your job when you're on this side is to go here. So that way their arms come this way. Their arm is stuck. So you grab wrists and pull. You'll be on this side, pulling their wrists. Your arm is made to go two directions. This way and this way. It's not made to go past a certain plane that way. Your job as a fighter, especially if you are not a strong fighter, when they throw that punch and they miss and you sidestep, you're over here, you catch and you break. That's a whole lot easier than trying to show off and doing crazy, eccentric shit. You know, because just the way it is. Let's keep it real. I gotta move you guys back over to the thick pole now so that you guys can actually see. You guys being here on Facebook. So that's either going to be really right or my phone's going to hit the ground. Okay, so this pole, yeah, let's get you more on a safety level. So this pole is the one you want. Now don't get me wrong, you can still use the thin pole. This pole is thicker, makes it a little bit more better. Now I'm not going to say either one's 1000% great. It does help to actually have some martial arts skills. So if you're throwing against the pole, boom, you know, you're back. And he's throwing a punch, boom, you know, that way, or straight down, unless he's coming at a punch and a kick. So block the kick and duck the punch. So will we look like this or like that? Okay, it looks kind of corny on TV, but still, it would look like this or like that. If you have somebody who's coming at you, their exact move was this, okay? So you're blocking and you're ducking, or you can just come straight down. Now, the trick is to make sure that they're pissed off enough that they don't see that damn pole. They've already thrown you into it. So your next move is to make sure that that's where the fight ends for them. They've thrown you into it, and now you need to fight your fight. So, yeah, you got around, and now you keep this between you. You're going to waltz. Left, right, you know. You're just going to waltz. You're going to piss them off. They're going to throw punches. Whatever side they throw this punch on, your job is to go over here, to the opposite side. Now, in the event that you get confused, and they throw a punch here, and you're over here, and you move this way, you have not lost. You just made things a tiny bit complicated. So you push their arm here, and you push their arm here. You pin it against this thing, and then you pull at the wrist to break the elbow. Now I know you're all thinking, well, James, that's kind of brutal. Okay, look at it this way. I'd rather you break his arm than have him do things to you. So you can take it as truth, or you can take it as lies. But I can promise you, because this tree pole has worked for me, that it will work for you. Like I said, I'm 5'3½". Alright? I've never lost a real fight. I've lost a few sparring matches, but I've never lost a real fight. And these techniques that I will teach you will work. I'm not going to teach you some shit that's not going to work. Now, as a martial artist, a lot of martial artists will tell you it's not how hard you throw the kick, it's where you throw the kick. 1000% true. That's the main thing you need to remember. Where that hit lands is the most important thing. So if you're throwing kicks and your jabs are just pitter-patting, you know, this strike here, this is preventing you from doing any fatal moves to begin with. But it's also preventing them from fatally wounding you. But when they're doing this and they're stuck and you break that arm, you've done something that's going to slow down the fight, if not bring it to a complete stop. Same thing with the leg. If you're right here, your opponent is throwing this kick, there's many ways that you can receive that. Now, it's a Taekwondo kick because it's snapped and it's snapped out. Now, if it's just a regular old kick, you know, it's not going to snap out. So you have to recognize a martial arts style. This is regular. This is Taekwondo. Stop, pop it out. When they pop it out, your job is to grab the back of their leg, which would be right here. Can you see that? Let me put my leg over here. You're grabbing this. You're on this side, so you're jamming it into this damn pole right here. So it would look like this. So they threw the kick, you stepped over here, you're gonna jam their leg into this pole. And when you jam it, you can put your knee here to stop their kick and snap it. Now don't forget, you need your guard up because they may still come through. But if you do it right, you break their leg. I probably shouldn't be showing that, but you're gonna learn. You need to learn stuff that you can use, not this. Now you're gonna need those blocks, but I'm gonna be honest with you. In every fight I've been in, I've never sunk down into a horse stance and started doing this. I've never done this block and this block. I just box in blocks. Boom, you know, those blocks. Because in the time it takes for you to get in a horse stance, your opponent knows what you're capable of now. They're gonna read your moves. If they're not a martial artist, you might be great. If they are a martial artist, you might be in some shit. So let's keep it real. Here's the thing about martial arts. Shocker! And I'm gonna piss every martial artist off on the planet, but I'm gonna give you the damn truth. Everybody knows martial arts. Everybody. From the time you're born, the time you die, you know martial arts. You just don't know that you know martial arts. You come to sensei, sifus, maestres, shirokins, whatever the hell they call them in the Filipinos. But for Korea, Japan, and China, the senseis and sifus, you come to them for them to open the door and guide you through. Once they guide you through, you have multiple paths in which you can take. You have to choose your path. Right, wrong, a little bit of both. You know, that's kind of up to you. But in your path and your choice, make sure you're willing to live with the consequences of your choice. I would prefer you to only use anything that I just showed you with this pole technique in self-defense. Now, there are plenty of people out here who are going to go home and they're going to practice this. They're like, boom, James said, boom, James said, yeah, James did say. James also recorded. James will be posting this later. But James is not responsible for your actions. You are. You don't learn martial arts to hurt people. You learn martial arts to prevent from being hurt. At least, that's what they tell you when you walk in a dojo. Right? Anyone who doesn't tell you that, they're not true martial artists. Now, on the other hand, I've been fighting since I was 6. I learned martial arts, and like I said, I don't lie to people. I learned martial arts to become a better fighter. I learned other martial arts so that I can beat those martial arts. Not the martial artists, but the martial art. So that you don't understand this, and let me make it clear, there is no such thing as a very bad martial art. There are very bad martial artists who may have missed a class or two, but there's no very bad martial art, and no martial art is truly better than the other. How you are taught, how you utilize it, how you put it to use is what makes it great. Martial arts is more of an idea and a concept than an actual living thing. So you have to learn as a martial artist, what am I doing with it? Am I using it to bring good into my life? Or am I using it to bring bad into other people's lives? Am I using it to make money? Because I need to use it to make money because I don't like the jobs that I'm doing? Okay, so a lot of stuff looks great on TV. So, yeah, if I was given the opportunity to do that, I'd be doing that instead of making this video. Of course, I would still make videos for my fans, if I had any, and to the ones that I have, thank you. But when you're learning a martial art, you must understand the teachers and the system. I'm going to stop the video on Facebook, and I'm going to change the effect to put in the whatchamajig, the